The best version of you is waiting, not in some distant future, not in another city, not in a different body, not in a different life, but inside the decisions you are avoiding right now. There is a stronger you waiting on the other side of discipline. There is a confident you waiting on the other side of fear. There is a successful you waiting on the other side of consistency. Most people think transformation is about becoming someone else, but the truth is it's about becoming who you were meant to be before doubt, fear, laziness, and other people's opinions started shaping your limits. The best version of you wakes up early even when it's uncomfortable. The best version of you chooses growth over excuses. The best version of you doesn't quit when motivation fades because it understands that motivation is temporary, but commitment is powerful. Right now, there's a gap between who you are and who you could be, and that gap is built by habits. Every workout you skip, every opportunity you delay, every dream you talk yourself out of widens that gap. But every small action, every book you read, every rep you push through, every risk you take starts closing it. The best version of you is not created in comfort. It is forged in struggle. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Muscles grow by tearing and rebuilding. Character is built when no one is watching. You say you want confidence? Confidence is earned through kept promises to yourself. You say you want success? Success is built in the hours when you choose focus over distraction. You say you want a better life? A better life is a collection of better decisions repeated daily. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for validation. The best version of you doesn't wait, it acts. It understands that fear is a sign of growth. It understands that failure is feedback, not identity. It understands that pain is temporary, but regret can last forever. Imagine meeting the version of yourself 5 years from now. The one who stayed disciplined, who stayed consistent, who didn't quit. Would that person thank you? Or would they ask why you gave up so easily? You are not tired because the journey is impossible. You are tired because you are fighting between comfort and potential. And comfort is seductive. Comfort whispers, skip it today. Potential whispers, do it anyway. The best version of you listens to potential. It shows up on the days when no one claps. It works when no one is watching. It keeps going when results are invisible. Because it understands something powerful. Progress is invisible before it becomes undeniable. You will not see massive change in one day, 1 week, or even 1 month. But stack enough discipline days together, and your entire life shifts. Your body changes, your mindset sharpens, your standards rise, your circle changes, and one day you wake up and realize you are no longer chasing the best version of yourself, you are living as that person. That version of you is not lucky. That version of you is not more talented. That version of you simply refused to quit. So stop underestimating yourself. Stop shrinking to fit into spaces you've outgrown. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie comfort tells you to stay average. Start today, start messy, start scared, but start. Because the best version of you is not built in a single breakthrough moment. It is built in daily choices that feel small, but compound into greatness. And if you commit right now, fully unapologetically, years from now you won't recognize the person you used to be. You will look back at this moment as the turning point, the day you decided that average was no longer acceptable, excuses were no longer tolerated, and your potential was no longer negotiable. The best version of you is waiting. The only question is, are you ready to meet them? The best version of you is still waiting, but now it's watching to see what you do next, because potential means nothing without action. You can listen to every motivational speech, read every self-help book, write down every goal in perfect handwriting, but if your habits don't change, your life won't change. The best version of you is built in the ordinary moments. It's built when the alarm rings and you choose discipline over snooze. It's built when you feel doubt creeping in and you choose courage anyway. It's built when progress feels slow and invisible, yet you continue. That version of you understands something powerful. Greatness is not an event, it is a pattern. And patterns are created daily. Right now, you may not feel strong, you may not feel confident, you may not feel capable, but feelings are temporary, standards are permanent. Raise your standards, and your life will rise with them. The best version of you has higher standards. It doesn't tolerate procrastination. It doesn't entertain excuses. It doesn't negotiate with weakness. When things get hard, it doesn't ask, why is this happening to me? It asks, what is this teaching me? That shift alone changes everything. Because growth is uncomfortable. Evolution is uncomfortable. Reinventing yourself is uncomfortable. But staying the same is even more painful in the long run. Think about the dreams you once had, the goals that used to make your heart race. Somewhere along the way, maybe you got discouraged. Maybe someone doubted you. Maybe you failed once and let that failure define you. But the best version of you never let one chapter become the whole story. It understands that setbacks are setups, that rejection builds resilience, that failure sharpens focus. Every obstacle you face is shaping you, either into someone stronger or someone more fearful. The choice is yours. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. No one is coming to save you. No perfect opportunity. No magical motivation. No sudden wave of confidence. The best version of you is self-made. It is created when you take ownership of your life fully. When you stop blaming circumstances. When you stop comparing your journey to others. When you stop waiting for approval. Comparison steals progress. Excuses steal time. Doubt steals opportunity. But action builds identity. You don't become confident by wishing for confidence. You become confident by doing hard things repeatedly. You don't become disciplined by talking about discipline. You become disciplined by following through when you don't feel like it. You don't become extraordinary by thinking extraordinary thoughts. You become extraordinary by executing ordinary tasks consistently. There will be days you feel like quitting. Days you question everything. Days you wonder if it's even worth it. That is the moment that separates average from exceptional. Anyone can work when it's easy. Anyone can stay motivated when results are fast. But the best version of you shows up when it's inconvenient, when it's boring, when it's lonely. That's where transformation lives. Imagine the version of you who refuses to give up for one full year. 1 year of consistent effort, 1 year of uncomfortable growth. 1 year of discipline. Your mind would be sharper, your body stronger, your confidence undeniable, your standards unshakable. Most people overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. The best version of you thinks long-term. It plays the long game. It understands that patience and persistence are a deadly combination. Stop asking if you're good enough. Start asking if it's possible. Start asking if you're willing to pay the price, because every result has a cost. Success costs comfort. Growth costs familiarity. Discipline costs excuses. But regret costs your peace of mind. And that price is far heavier. The best version of you is not waiting for perfection. It's waiting for commitment. It's waiting for you to decide that your future matters more than your temporary emotions. It's waiting for you to understand that you are capable of far more than you've proven so far. Inside you is strength you haven't tapped into, focus you haven't mastered, courage you haven't fully expressed. This is your reminder. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not incapable. You are simply uncommitted. And commitment can change today. Make the decision. Draw the line. Become relentless about your growth. Protect your time. Protect your energy. Protect your vision. Because one day, sooner than you think, you will either meet the strongest, most disciplined, most confident version of yourself, or you will meet the version who kept waiting. And that choice, that daily, uncomfortable, powerful choice, is yours. The best version of you is closer than you think, but it demands something from you that most people are unwilling to give. Total responsibility. No more blaming your past. No more blaming your environment. No more blaming your lack of resources. The moment you take full ownership of your life is the moment your power returns. Because the best version of you doesn't wait for better conditions. It creates them. It doesn't complain about the storm. It learns how to dance in the rain. It doesn't ask for an easier path. It becomes stronger. Right now, you are building your future with your daily routine, not with your dreams, not with your intentions, with your habits. Every single day, you are either upgrading your identity or reinforcing your limitations. And identity is everything. If you see yourself as lazy, you will act lazy. If you see yourself as unstoppable, you will find a way. The best version of you has a different self-image. It walks differently. It thinks differently. It speaks differently. It doesn't beg for opportunities. It prepares for them. It doesn't fear pressure. It uses pressure to perform. Let me tell you something powerful. You will never accidentally become great. Greatness is intentional. It is built through deliberate action, focused effort, and painful discipline. The best version of you has uncomfortable conversations. It takes risks others avoid. It sacrifices short-term pleasure for long-term pride. While others are distracted, it is locked in. While others are doubting, it is executing. While others are quitting, it is pushing one more step. There will be moments when you feel alone on this journey. Growth often feels lonely because not everyone is willing to evolve. But remember this: isolation is temporary. Transformation is permanent. When you outgrow your old mindset, your old habits, even your old circle, it may feel uncomfortable. That's a sign you're leveling up. And here's the truth: nobody is going to clap for you in the beginning. Nobody will see the early mornings, the late nights, the silent sacrifices. But one day, the results will speak so loudly that they won't be able to ignore you. Stay consistent, stay focused, stay hungry. You are not doing this for applause. You are doing this for alignment with your highest potential. If this message is lighting something inside you right now, if you feel that fire waking up, then don't let it fade when this ends. Surround yourself with reminders. Surround yourself with growth. And if you believe in becoming stronger, sharper, and more disciplined every single day, then subscribe to my channel and commit to this journey with me. This isn't just motivation. This is transformation, and we are building the best version of you together. Remember, the difference between who you are and who you could be is what you choose to do after hearing this. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Make the decision that your future self will thank you for. Stand up, lock in, and move forward like someone who refuses to live an average life. Because the best version of you is not a fantasy. It is a decision away. If you're serious about taking action in your life, stop waiting and start now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because here on this channel, we bring you daily motivation, life-changing insights, and the push you need to stop procrastinating and start achieving. Don't just watch, take action, and let's rise together. The best version of you is not built when you feel inspired. It's built when you feel tired and you move anyway. It's built when excuses are loud, but your purpose is louder. Understand this: your comfort zone is a beautiful prison. It feels safe, predictable, familiar, but nothing grows there. The best version of you lives outside that comfort zone. It lives in the early mornings when you don't feel ready. It lives in the extra rep when your muscles burn. It lives in the extra hour of study when your mind wants to scroll. Growth demands discomfort, and discomfort is the doorway to your next level. Right now, somewhere inside you, there is untapped discipline, untapped focus, untapped courage. Most people never discover it because they quit at the first sign of resistance. But resistance is not a stop sign, it's a signal. It's a signal that you are stepping into unfamiliar territory. And unfamiliar territory is where expansion happens. The best version of you doesn't run from pressure, it adapts to it. It doesn't crumble under criticism, it learns from it. It doesn't fear failure, it uses failure as fuel. You must understand something powerful. Every level of your life will require a new version of you. The mindset that got you here will not get you there. If you want bigger results, you need bigger discipline. If you want higher standards, you need stronger habits. You cannot hold on to old behaviors and expect new outcomes. Evolution requires release. Release the excuses. Release the procrastination. Release the belief that you're not ready. You become ready by starting. There will be days when progress feels invisible. Days when you question if anything is changing. But just because you can't see growth doesn't mean it isn't happening. Seeds grow underground before they ever break the surface. The work you are putting in right now, the silent effort, the unseen grind, is building roots. And when your moment comes, you won't just rise, you'll stand unshakable. Stop shrinking your dreams to fit your current reality. Instead, expand your habits to match your future vision. Act like the person you want to become. Think like them, move like them, decide like them. The best version of you is already clear, already confident, already disciplined. You just have to align your daily actions with that identity. If this message is pushing you, if it's challenging you, if it's waking something up inside you, then don't let this be temporary motivation. Make it a lifestyle. Surround yourself with reminders that demand more from you. And if you are serious about stepping into your next level, subscribe to my channel right now and commit to this growth journey. We are not here to stay average. We are here to evolve. to dominate our limits, to become relentless. The best version of you is watching every decision you make today. Make choices that would make that future version proud. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Stay hungry. Your breakthrough is not coming from luck. It's coming from the version of you that refuses to quit.